this is Daniel Hutchins, and today we're going to be doing a Marvel Insider check-in. So today's Marvel Insider check-in will be the Marvel Insider check-in of 8/24/20. Okay, so I'm still a level elite. I have 104,250 points needed to reach the next level, and 204,300 redeemable points. And last time I was on was the 19th. So, okay. So we are going to try to complete a few activities and see how it goes. Okay. So, alright. Okay, so the first activity we are going to do is a guide on every armor worn by Iron Man in the MCU. And I just want to let you guys know that I actually can play videos, but I can't show them. I could play videos, but I can't show them. So I'm still going to play the video and hope that you guys will listen to it then.
Be the superhero of your life with the Marvel MasterCard. Earn unlimited cash back, including 3% on dining and select entertainment. Earn 1% on all other MasterCard purchases and no annual fee. Learn more at marvelmastercard.com.
So we have the Mark 1, the Mark 3, the Mark 4, the Mark 5, the Mark 6, the Mark 7, Mark 43, the Mark 44, the Mark 45, the Mark 46, the Mark 50, Tony Stark Time Suit, Mark 85, So guys, that was just the music behind a video of the guide of every armor worn by Iron Man in the MCU. So, you noticed that when I was talking through when the music was playing, that just was letting you guys know what was shown on each and every part of the video though. So, okay, so now we could read a little bit if you want. So, okay. So when you're a genius, billionaire, bachelor, or philanthropist, there's a certain expectation for you to consistently look the part. Well, thankfully for us, Tony Stark, or Armored Avenger Iron Man, always delivers to celebrate the release of the Marvel Studios Iron Man 3 movie collection and the Marvel Studios Avengers 4 movie collection. We're going to look back at every place of the armor Iron Man has worn across the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, okay. So, I'm not going to go too much in detail, but I'm just going to tell you, like, each armor and which movie it was from. Okay, so you have the Mark 1, which was in Marvel Studios Iron Man. The Mark 3, which is also in Marvel Studios Iron Man. You had Mark 4, which is in Marvel Studio Iron Man 2. You got Mark 5, Marvel Studio Iron Man 2. Mark 6, Marvel Studio Iron Man 2. Mark 7, Marvel The Avengers. Mark 43, Marvel Studios Avengers Age of Ultron. Now you see there's a big jump between the 7 to the 43. And the reason why that is because there was Iron Man 3. Okay. So then you have Mark 44, Hulkbuster, which was in Avengers Age of Ultron. You got Mark 45, which is also in Avengers Age of Ultron. You got Mark 46, which is in Captain America Civil War. You got the Mark 50 nanotech suit, which was in Avengers Infinity War. You got the Tony Stark time suit, which was in Avengers Endgame. And you got the Mark 85, which was also in Avengers Endgame. So there you go, guys. That's just a little bit of about all of the suits for Iron Man in the MCU. So yeah. So I'm going to do another activity. Alright. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm not really seeing too many activities on the latest app Marvel. I gotta go to the comic tab. See what's on the comic tab. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. 6 times Miles Morales and Peter Parker were the perfect team up. And you could read their first meeting in Spider-Man today, complete on Marvel Unlimited. Okay. Today, the idea of seeing Peter Parker and Miles Morales team up might seem somewhat common. They've starred on the big screen together in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, saved reality a couple times, and swing into each other's books on the regular basis. But that wasn't the case in 2012, when creators Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pacelli produced Spider-Man. This 5-issue series, which can be read on Marvel Unlimited, brought the Web Warriors together for the very first time. To give this must-read series a little context, Spider-Man investigates some weirdness caused by Mysterio that sends him through a portal to the Ultimate Universe, which facilitates a meetup between Spider-Man Peter Parker and his interdimensional counterpart, Miles Morales. Sorry about that, guys. But prior to the events of 2015 Secret Wars, Miles lived in another reality where he took on the mantle of Spider-Man after the Peter Parker of that world seemingly died. Eventually, Miles wound up living on Earth 616 alongside his fellow Wallcrawler after his own timeline imploded. Okay, with the final points covered, let's get into the fun stuff and count down Peter and Miles' best moments, which certainly inspired the two characters' chemistry and all things moving forward. Okay, so we have a less than auspicious intro. Okay. Upon finding himself in a familiar yet different New York City, Peter Parker swung around trying to figure out what the deal was. He eventually landed on the rooftop where Miles Morales was ready and waiting, not sure if he was facing a clone or an illusion. The pair fought, tried to lift each other's masks, and ultimately worried about the damage they might have caused each other since they're both good guys. When Peter removed Miles' mask, the younger Spider-Man used a venom blast to knock the elder his outer out and was forced to activate Parker's web shooter to save them both from concrete impact. Not a team-up per se, but a successful first encounter since neither became a stain on the street. Next you have the Royal Rogue Rumble. Okay, so piloting an avatar from Earth 616, Mysterio attacked the Spider Fellas with an army of villains that turned out to be the chemical-based embodiment of the greatest foes. Because of course, Peter and Miles showcased a true sense of teamwork and improvisational talent, but this battle did end in a giant explosion that separated them for a bit. Miles saves Peter's skin. Okay. After finding out that his alternate reality self had died, Peter went to see two of the most important women in his life, Aunt May and Gwen Stacy. Far from happy to see someone wearing Peter's face, May slapped him and Gwen kicked him in the guts. The scuffle could have gone way out of hand had Miles not swooped in and soothed things over. He's got your back, Pete. Now you got story swapping. Okay, after nearly getting curb stomped by an alternate reality version of his first love, Peter went inside May's house with Gwen and Miles. During their brief respite from all the craziness, everyone swapped stories between the multiverse, and Peter apologized profusely for showing up the way he did. He even managed to make peace with Aunt May, giving her some closure in the process. Miles and Peter are excellent communicators. A dimension may stand between them, but these spider heroes get each other. Weird things happen, you know? Okay, now you got bad guy bashing. With some help from the Ultimate Universe's Iron Man, Thor, Nick Fury, and a contingent of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, the Spiders discovered Mysterio's location and easily captured him. However, he did break free to cause a bit more trouble. Miles jumped into action, battling the villain back and forth through the reality gate into submission. Okay. Now you got Spider Wisdom. With Mysterio captured and said to be incarcerated, Peter knew it was time to return to his own reality. However, before going, he gave Miles a fond farewell, as well as a blessing to continue on as Spider-Man. As Peter faded from one Earth into the other, he gave Miles all sorts of advice, ranging from the practical to the seemingly obvious. This mentor-mentee dynamic is an important element to the Miles-Peter team-up. Pretty soon, though, it will be Miles dishing out the advice. To see all these moments and more, head over to Marvel Unlimited to read Spider-Man 2012 numbers 1 through 5 today. So there you go, guys. That's just a little bit of information I wanted to tell you today in our Marvel Insider Check-In. So today's Marvel Insider Check-In, in summary, we have talked about the suits of Iron Man in the MCU, and we also talked about Miles Morales and Peter Parker Spider-Man. So, hope you guys enjoyed this content, and if you like it, make sure you hit a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You guys have a nice night. Bye.